Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I'm back, you guys. I hope that you guys are well. I am here with another video. As you can see, today we are going to be talking about narcissistic abuse. All right. And I'm also going to do a Q&A for those of you that have any questions that you'd like to ask me. But before we do get into the topic, you guys, please make sure that you do like, subscribe, and share this video. What else? Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. It really does mean a lot, you guys. So if this is you guys' first time tuning into my channel, so I have been dealing with narcissists since 2010. I lived with my aunt who was a narcissist for 5 years in Los Angeles. And I also was dating a narcissist while living with my aunt. I was dating him for about 4 years. All right. And I went no contact with my male narc in 2014. And I finally was able to go no contact with my aunt who was a narcissist in 2015. It was very difficult, but I was able to overcome it and do it. And I definitely feel a lot better, after it. It was a lot that I had to go through, but healing has definitely been a journey, to say the least. All right, you guys. And so I do have a special announcement. So my new audio course tape, it's called The Pathway to a Healing Emotionally After Narcissistic Abuse. It's going to be coming out on Tuesday. So I'm super excited, you guys. It is going to be at a discounted price for $17. So make sure you guys go ahead and purchase that. You're really going to love it. It really talks a lot about, healing after, narcissistic abuse and what that feels like, and your challenges and your obstacles that you may face, but it helps you to eventually understand why you feel the way you feel, how to overcome that and work through it, and what's stopping you, what's that blockage for you, or what may be your fears or your worries and your doubts and things that you may be going through, and how you can eventually get onto that path to healing emotionally, feeling better about yourself, loving yourself. And let me plug in my charger because I think my laptop is about to die. So bear with me, you guys, 1 second. So just a moment, you guys. Let me plug this in. Let's see here. All right. So I'm back, you guys. I know my hair is all over the place. All right. But yeah, you guys, that's going to be coming out on Tuesday. Once again, it's only going to be for $17. I'm not sure how long that price is going to last for. So definitely make sure you get your copy of my new audio course called The Pathway to Emotional Healing After Narcissistic Abuse. You guys are really going to love it. And like I said, again, that audio course tape is for those, again, that are struggling to heal emotionally, that just can't seem to figure things out, that need that awareness, that need that knowledge, and want to be happy, want to feel emotionally fulfilled, want to know, how do I move forward after this traumatic and devastating, heartbreaking situation? And I didn't get any closure. I didn't get that validation that I needed. I just, got ghosted, or I just feel lonely. I feel isolated. That audio course is for you. It's like I said, especially if you want to feel happy, emotionally fulfilled, satisfied, and feel free to, just move on with your life, date again, or just go on to doing the things that you used to do previously before you had this experience with your narcissist. Or even if you wasn't dealing with the narcissist, maybe you're just going through a lot emotionally, that audio tape is for you as well. But it is specifically geared towards those that have been abused by narcissists. All right. So that's that. I'm super excited. I'm going to leave that link below. But yeah, you guys, so today I want to talk about the topic of the narcissist and the evil stare that they give you, and why they do it, and what it's like to experience that, and how you would feel and how I felt. So again, I've dealt with narcissists since 2010. My aunt was a narcissist, and the guy that I dealt with was a narcissist. Now, in terms of the guy that I dealt with, he gave me the evil stare a couple times. I know one time in particular, this was in the beginning stages, when they love bomb you and that kind of stuff. So I remember we were at the house and we were just chilling, just hanging out. It was more so like a Netflix and chill, but we never really did anything. So it wasn't really to that extent. But, I just remember just sitting down. He was so-called my mentor, because we was both into music and we both had those aspirations and dreams. And, I just remember looking at him. And he was just staring at me, just giving me this stare. And I wasn't thinking much of it. I was thinking like, oh, like he's showing me some attention, or he's making it known that he really is into me, and because I always feel like, if a person is staring at me for a long period of time, that means that they're interested, or, they're very fond of me, or they really like me a lot, or, they're admiring me. That's what I thought. But in terms of, when it comes to a narcissist, it's not that way. They're more so, sizing you up, intimidating you, trying to get you to feel uncomfortable. And again, you may not notice this in the beginning because maybe you don't even know that you're dealing with a narcissist. You are probably taken as if, oh, this person really likes me, or this person is just, again, they are very interested in me. They're fond of me. They're just admiring my looks or my beauty or whatever. You would probably take it that way. But no, that's not the case with the narcissist, right? So he did that a couple times and, I didn't think much of it. So I was just like, whatever. But then there was another time. Now, I believe that I was in the devaluation stage when he gave me this other stare, because pretty much, narcissists lie a lot, right? And so he didn't tell me that he had already had a girlfriend prior to us meeting each other, because essentially our relationship was based off of business, but it kind of turned into love, at least on my behalf. I did love him, but he didn't love me, right? And so after that, I just started to notice that he would give me this stare, like he would look at me for long periods of time. And then there was one particular situation where he was trying to get me to accept being a side chick. And he was like, hey, Joy, I really like you a lot. And he was like, do you want us to continue to have our relationship being like, flirty? And essentially he was trying to get me to have sex with him, basically. And he was trying to get me to accept that kind of relationship, or he was like, did you just want to be friends? He ended up asking me that question. He was looking at me and giving me this stare and this gaze, even prior to asking me that. Because I remember I want to say it was like around Christmas time, and he was looking at me in my eyes. And it was weird, you guys. Like, we literally stared at each other for like a good, how long was this stare? Because it's been so long ago, but I want to say we was looking at each other for like a good 30 to 40 seconds, like with no blink. Like, I didn't blink, he didn't blink or anything like that. And it was just weird because I felt like he was looking at me as if he was seeing like food, like he wanted to eat me, or he wanted to like devour me. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I don't know, have you guys experienced that or not? Like, tell me in the comments, let me know. But I didn't really feel like he liked me in that instance. Like, he was just talking to me as if I was like me almost, right? So fast forward, after we had that stare, he ended up asking me, did I want to continue with our relationship or just be friends? And I told him I just wanted to be friends. And then he got up and then he stormed in the kitchen and he slammed the cabin door. So in that moment, I was just like, okay, this guy is not normal. Like, what's going on? And then, even then, when I like turned him down again, he gave me that stare again, like, because he was trying to like get me to settle for the relationship, right? For what he was trying to get me to do, And so I was just like, no, that's not what I want to do. And so that was the instance for the evil stare. And then I remember another time. Now, I feel like I was in that discard stage. Like, I was like towards the end of the devaluation stage, going into the discard. And I remember I had pulled up, and I think this is crazy because I feel like he had already moved on, right? And he was future faking me, saying like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna be together. It's just gonna be us two, and this and that." And he had already had a new girlfriend, you guys. He had a new girlfriend, and he was talking to me as if we were supposed to be together, or there were plans for us to be together. But that wasn't the case. But anyway, as I was pulling up, he just gave me this stare, like this look, and it wasn't really pleasant. It was just like this look, like, I'm gonna get you. Like, I don't know, like it's a crazy way to explain it if you've never gone through it, but they just look at you like, yeah, I'm gonna get you. Like, I got you. I'm gonna get revenge on you. I'm actually gonna be doing another video on that. But yeah, that's it's a stare that it makes you feel intimidated. It's very, very uncomfortable, right? Now, the stare that I got from my aunt, you guys, now she was a narcissist. Like I said, I lived with her for 5 years, and it was crazy, you guys. So I'm going to tell you guys an instance with her. So I remember this specifically. It was for her birthday. Now, she's a narcissist, and the female narcissists are just all about themselves, very, self-absorbed. They want all of the attention, very jealous of other people. They put people against everybody, they put people against other people, right? So there's always like competition and judging and criticizing and ridicules and all this stuff. So we were sitting at the table. We were all just, enjoying ourselves. So it was me, her husband, my 2 cousins, and I think one of my cousins, his girlfriend, was there at it was her birthday dinner. And make sure you guys subscribe and then like this video as well. And let me know your thoughts on, what I'm talking about, or how you guys handle the evil stare. But anyway, so we're enjoying our food, and we're having drinks. Thank you, guys. So we're having drinks, and, out of nowhere, she's drinking her drink like this, like, she was like, yeah, today is all about me. Me. It's my birthday. Yeah, look at me, right? So she's doing that, getting all the attention. And so pretty much she's like, oh, Joy, so what, are you still a vegetarian? Like, what kind of vegetables are you eating? And she was like, do you even know, I forgot what vegetable she asked me about. She was like, do you eat that certain kind of vegetable? And she was like, well, you should be, if you want to be healthy. And then she's asking her son, which is my cousin, and she was like, oh yeah, I'm not going to say his name, but she was like, oh yeah, so-and-so, look at his muscles. And she was like comparing them to me, saying like, oh, Joy, like, your muscles is not that big. Like, shouldn't your muscles be big? And, because you're eating healthy, right? And I'm sitting here thinking like, what are you talking about? Like, there is no comparison between me and him, because for one, he's a guy, I'm a girl, and so it was crazy. So she was just, I don't know, just trying to talk down on me. But the crazy part about it, it wasn't just me. I mean, she was just talking mess about her husband, mess about her sons, so it was just a crazy day. So narcissists are abusive emotionally, psychologically, in all ways. They do it to everyone. So strong. You said he's a guy. Yeah, exactly. Right. So there was no comparison. But again, that's how narcissists are. So anyway, fast forward to her evil stare that she gave me. So we was having a good time. We was enjoying ourselves, and it was great, and at this moment in time, I had already moved out of my aunt's home. So I was basically independent, taking care of myself for the most part. And all along prior to this, she was saying like, oh, well, you should move back in the house, and you're paying that much amount of money for that little space, that little room, really? So she was trying to like put me down and trying to get back her control over me, essentially, right? And so pretty much the night ended, and I was giving everybody hugs and stuff. I remember I gave her a hug, and I'm going to tell you, you guys. So I remember I was hugging my cousin, and I bent over, and I looked up, and she was looking dead at me, you guys. And if you can see my eyes, I probably can't do that look that she gave me, because that's just not in me. But like the look that she gave me, it was a stare. like that, right? And she looked at me as if I'm going to get you, and narcissists, they do that, because that's in their mind. They're really thinking they're going to get you. Yeah, right. Strong soul. Exactly. Because again, they don't want you to be successful. They don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to progress without them, and she's seen that in me. She's seen that I was happy. I was going on about my life. I wasn't having any plans of wanting to move back in with her, and she did not like that. And I'm not going to tell everything that happened when I saw her. I'm going to say that for another video. But she did her best to destroy me and to destroy my happiness and destroy what I had going on. So I hope that this video was helpful and that you guys, this could be a sign in which you would know if you're dealing with a narcissist. They give you an evil stare. And hi, CJ, how are you? So yeah, and you guys, please feel free to ask any questions that you may have about narcissistic abuse or the evil stare, or please share your experiences. But and just another thing, I want to give you guys some information in regards to the narcissist and our evil stare. So a lot of them will do this during the love bombing stage, if they're trying to make it seem like they're so interested in you. Oh, another thing. I do remember the narcissist, the guy that I was dealing with, actually did give me long stares when we first met. So again, that's the whole love bombing, when they're trying to make it seem like they're into you and they're just so enamored with you. They adore you. They will do that that stare. It won't be so as intimidating in the beginning. It'll just be like, oh wow, I can't take my eyes off of you kind of look. You know what I mean? It's crazy because we fall for it, right? We're like, oh my God, this person is in love with me. They really like me. Yeah, right, strong souls. I'm sure you may have had that happen. But yeah. And so again, they also do this to size you up. They're trying to see, how much they can get away with, if you're going to put up with what they want. And CJ says the evil stare. What kind of stare? A crazy look? Yeah, it's kind of like a look where they won't take their eyes off of you. They'll just look straight into your eyes and they won't even blink. There's like the guy that I dealt with, one of the stares that he gave me, we literally did not blink for like a good 30 seconds. No blinks, just looking into each other's eyes. Like, now, can you imagine how uncomfortable that would be? Like, to look at somebody, first of all, not blinking. There's no emotions on their face. It's just a straight look. Like I'm just looking dead at you. Like, it's crazy. I've never had that happen with anybody except for the guy narc that I dated and my aunt that was a narcissist. Like, oh my gosh, it's crazy to experience. I'm telling you guys. And again, this is a sign. If you have that experience with someone, unless they're like, I don't know, a military person, some military people, they could be like that. I remember one time when I used to drive for Lyft and Uber, and I was dropping this guy off to the station base in San Diego, and the military guy literally was like straight and stiff, and he was like not blinking. So I don't know, maybe he was traumatized, or who knows. But yeah, that's a sign that you could be dealing with a narcissist, is based off of their stare that they give you, right? And again, they're doing this to size you up, to see, what they can and can't get away with. And it's intimidating. Trust me. Like, at first you guys will be like, oh my God, like they're so into me. But trust me, you will see that it has nothing to do with them liking you. It's all about, them making you feel uncomfortable. Because after a while, when the narcissist was giving me those stares, I felt very uncomfortable. It wasn't like, oh, he likes me. I felt like, was he going to hurt me? Or I didn't know. You know what I mean? So I was very confused. But and so what I would recommend for those of you that have gone through this, or maybe if you haven't, I'm not trying to scare you guys. But what you can do is just kind of take heed to the signs and be like, okay, this is not the person for me. Maybe I need to move on and be with someone that, is not going to look at me like I'm a piece of meat, like they want to like devour me, go no contact, block them, or do what you have to do. Now, some of us, I understand we're married to them or we have children with them. I always give this advice is definitely get a lawyer involved, get custody or whatever, or just practice the gray rock method and just really just move on with your life, because dealing with this kind of person, then that stare that they give you causes you anxiety. It causes you stress. You're almost like you're walking on eggshells. You're like, okay, so what is this person going to do next? Because think about it. When someone's staring at you, doesn't that make you uncomfortable? Like, be honest, you guys, like it has to make you uncomfortable at some point. And a narcissist knows this, you guys. That's what the whole point of this video is. They know that it makes you uncomfortable and they want you to feel that way, right? So keep that in mind. But yeah, I will stick around. If you guys have any questions that you'd like to ask me about my experience about narcissistic abuse, or if you guys have any questions about what you've gone through, or just anything in general. But like I said, you guys, CJ, you said, is it like I want to kill you? Yes, it is, CJ. It is. Yes, it is. Very much so. And it's like, you're thinking like, okay, so I thought you liked me. I thought, you wanted to be with me. I thought our relationship was moving forward. But in actuality, they're plotting and planning behind your back. Like you would not even know. Like it's the craziest thing. And some of you guys, if you are dealing with your narcissist, and some of you may see the signs, you may feel like, oh, well, they are catching on. Or the narcissist may feel like you are catching on to them. Secretly behind your back, they're plotting against you and they're going to be trying to hurt you. So be mindful and think before if you have a clue this is a narcissist, don't second guess it. Just try to protect yourself. Just remove yourself from the situation best way that you can. Trust me, you will save yourself a lot of heartbreak, a lot of pain. Yeah. And CJ said, what made you stay with your ex-narc for so long? Honestly, I didn't know that they was a narcissist. I had no idea. But once I started to figure out what they were doing and how toxic it was and how it was making me feel so unhappy, then that's when I decided to move on and go no contact. So, yeah. And then the thing is, I love that person. I love them. And I thought like they would change. I thought that, but no. No, they will not change. But yeah, that's why I stayed with the narc for so long. And in terms of my aunt, same thing. I didn't know she was a narcissist. I had no clue, and I didn't realize how they really, 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 really control you. They are all about control. Like it's so crazy. And the female narc or the male narc, and if it's a parent that's a narc, they want to keep you codependent. Like for life. Like I'm going to give you guys an example. Like when I used to live with my aunt for those 5 years, and once I finally decided to move out, because I'm going to be honest, I didn't know like I was trying to like go no contact, but I was making up excuses to leave her house, like to be distant and away from her. And now I look back, I'm like, well, I was trying to go no contact then. I was saying like, oh yeah, I'm going to school and school is about this amount of miles from there. Like where she was at, it would have been better if I stayed in a different city or if I stayed on campus. Like in that moment, I realized like I was trying to get away from her. You know what I mean? But yeah, she didn't want me to move out. She was saying like, oh, you're going to have to take care of yourself now. You know that the cell phone bill is going to be in your name and you're going to have to pay your rent. And I'm thinking like, yeah, doesn't everybody else do that? It's crazy, you guys. It is so, so crazy. Strong Soul says, and you don't know what they are until after the fact. Yeah, especially if it's your first encounter with one. Yeah, it's crazy, you guys. It is so, so crazy. So that's why I say you guys got it easy. I don't know if you guys dealt with narcissists or not, but if you have, I mean, yeah, you're learning, but if you haven't, please, please, please listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying because, I don't want you to be happy or I don't want you to trust this person, or maybe, this person, you think that they're capable of changes, but trust me, if you are seeing these signs, please just get out while you can before, you get married to them, before you have children with them. Trust me, you do not want to be in that position, And then Strong Soul, you says, my ex and I believe my former boss was one. Yeah, I actually made a video about my boss being a narcissist, but yeah, definitely. And bosses, they're the worst, you guys. And I'm gonna be honest, like, I work from home now, thank God. But like previously, I used to work at this job, and I think my boss was like the one that I was used to like working with. I don't necessarily know if he was a narcissist. He could have been one, but for sure, the other boss, she transferred over from a different plant. She was a narcissist. Like, you would not know. Like, she was just like, she was a covert one though. She was super like secretive and silent, and she wouldn't even acknowledge people. Or if she did, it would just be like just so fake and phony. And, she would go and, I don't know, she would have her certain people that she talked to, and she would do things just for attention, like to get the accolades and for people to acknowledge her. And she was just mean. Like, she would target certain people. Like, she would come around and criticize people and say, oh, you're not doing the job right. Maybe you need to get retrained. Like, it was just crazy. And we're just thinking, like, who are you? Like, we don't even know who you are. You didn't even introduce yourself. Like, you just come around thinking like you're entitled to all this stuff, and you don't even have emotions. Like, Jesus. It's so crazy, you guys. I'm telling you. And I know it may be difficult because, it's your job. So you're feeling like you got to stay there. Start applying other places, work from home. Trust me, there are other jobs that you could work for where you don't have to be under a narcissistic boss. Like, you don't want to live your life like that. Trust me, it's not worth it. And Strong Soul says, do any of your cousins pick up any of your aunt's traits? I didn't really feel it that way, honestly. They were pretty chill for the most part. But it was just her. She was the narcissist. And what's crazy is, you guys, like, on my dad's side of the family, which it's my dad's sister, which was my aunt. But my dad is not a narcissist, but he kind of sort of has those traits where I feel like sometimes, like, when he gets praise or love, like, he kind of pushes it away. Like, it's weird. Like, I know for sure my dad's not a narcissist, but he has those traits and tendencies. But my aunt, for a fact, was a narcissist. And the crazy part about it is, like, people still to this day don't even believe me. The people, like, in my family, per se, like, they're just like, oh, you're making that up. Because, again, you guys know the narcissist is all about the outer appearance. It's never about how they really are. They like to put on a show. They put on a front, and it's never who they really are. Like, they're nice and friendly to strangers and people that they've never seen, but they will abuse their family and their friends and their loved ones. Like, isn't that crazy? And they'll do it behind closed doors, and no one will ever say anything. No one will ever speak up, but secretly the narc, what's crazy is, like, they are talking badly about you the whole time. Even after, like, you're planning and thinking like, yeah, I got to get away from this person. Yeah, something isn't right. They're secretly talking about you to other family members and friends and saying all this bad stuff about you. Like, and that's how the smear campaign works, because what they do is they try to get, their closest relatives talking about you, and they're already talking down on you and devaluing you and saying all this negative stuff. So that way, when you leave or you go ghost or discard or whatever, you go no contact, everybody is thinking like you're the problem, like you're the issue. And the same thing is with the male narc as well. So keep that in mind. Strong Soul, he says, yep, they are angels in public and demons behind. I'm telling you, definitely demons behind closed doors, you guys. I'm telling you, it's crazy. But yeah, hopefully this video was helpful, you guys. Yeah. So again, if you are dealing with a narcissist, definitely know that they will give you the evil stare. Don't get scared. What I will say is just try to remove yourself. Don't be around anybody that's going to treat you like that. Trust me, it's not worth it. It's too many people out there in the world. Don't waste your time, right? All right, so that's all I have. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what was you guys' biggest takeaway, what you learned from it. And also, I wanted to say, you guys, again, I am releasing my new audio course tape. It's going to be called The Pathway to Emotional Healing After Narcissistic Abuse. It will be available on Tuesday. All right, it's going to be at a discounted rate of $17. So I think you guys will really enjoy it. Definitely check it out. All right. And also, if you guys want to learn more about, how to overcome narcissistic abuse, I do have a video that I'm going to be posting below. You guys definitely check that out. Or, if some of you guys, you're in that recovery stage of, healing after narcissistic abuse, I do have a video that I'm going to leave below where it talks about the 5 common narcissistic recovery mistakes that you may make, after dealing with that abuse. Definitely check out that video. And also, while you guys are getting ready for my emotional healing audio tape, I have Letting Go of the Narcissist audio tape that you guys will love as well. It's actually a free download, so definitely check those out. But other than that, I love you guys so much. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys next Sunday. And don't forget, support mental health awareness by getting your Live Narc Free t-shirt. All right, you guys, love you and see you next Sunday. Bye. And don't forget, like, share, and subscribe to my Facebook, as well as follow me on Instagram at Live Narc Free. All right, love you guys. Bye. Take care.